Hey everybody, Playtendoguy here, and today we're going to do a bit of Blu-ray, DVD and video game hunting. So let's hit the road and see what we can find. This is the statue of Captain George Vancouver, who was born on the 22nd of June 1757 in Kings Lynn. He was a British officer of the Royal Navy, best known for his 1791-95 expedition which explored and charted North America's northwestern Pacific coast regions, including the coasts that are now known as the American states of Alaska, Washington and Oregon, as well as the Canadian province of British Columbia. Vancouver was at one time known as one of Britain's greatest explorers and navigators, but he died in obscurity on the 10th of May 1798 at the age of 40, less than 3 years after completing his voyages and expeditions. No official cause of death was stated, as the medical records were destroyed. This statue of Vancouver is located in his birthplace of Kings Lynn, as well as the local shopping centre which also bears his name. This is the Customs House, and this is one of Kings Lynn's most treasured historic buildings. It overlooks the town's medieval harbour, and the Custom House was built by Sir John Turner in 1683 and designed by architect Henry Bell. It opened in 1685 as a merchant's exchange and as a place to regulate trade through the port. Bell was a native of Kings Lynn, born into a wealthy merchant family in 1647 and served as mayor of the town. A contemporary of Sir Christopher Wren, Bell was influenced by Robert Hooke, who worked with Wren to rebuild London after the Great Fire of 1666. He designed major buildings across Norfolk, including All Saints Church in North Runcton. He also built the Duke's Head Inn, just a few minutes away from the Customs House. The Customs House has been used for many things during its life, but most recently it's been a tourist information centre. The building has also been seen in many different films, most recently the personal history of David Copperfield. That's enough history for today, so let's go into the shops. First stop of the day is Poundland, and unfortunately it's the same old crap. One below now, and the Blu-ray section is in a complete mess here. All CDs and Blu-rays and DVDs, and I'm just picking them out. It's mostly all the same old stuff, nothing really interesting here. Poundland number 2, and I'll just show you all the titles they've got available. First Sainsbury's of the day, and you can see the small selections of games they've got. Not really much there, no Resident Evil, just the same old stuff. And this is the small selection of Blu-rays and DVDs. All the same usual things you find in any other Sainsbury's. Though they have got a copy of the 800 for £5 on DVD, which is really cheap. Into Tesco now, and the first thing I'm seeing is Resident Evil Village for the absolute bargain price of £40 with your club card on all consoles, even the PS5. Onto the Blu-rays and DVDs now, and there's nothing really new here. There is Let Him Go, which I didn't see here last week. Also, there's a copy of Stardust, the David Bowie film, and also Inception with the new slip. Here's some more of the DVDs, and it's your usual suspects. Show you the rest of the aisles, and then we'll go to the video games. Onto the Switch stuff now, and it's typical same old stuff, and the shelves are pretty much empty. No Pokemon Snap, just one copy of Monster Hunter and a few old Mario games. Onto the PS4 stuff now, and again it's the same old stuff, though they have got Resident Evil on both PS4 and PS5 for the bargain price of £40. There's a copy there of Sackboy's Big Adventure for an extortionate £49 on PS4. Watch Dogs, Medieval, Crash Bandicoot, the same old stuff. Final stop of the day is Sainsbury's, and this is the World Cinema section, though I don't understand how Fighting With My Family and the Aristocats are foreign films, but there you go. Onto the main chart of DVDs, and it's the same old stuff, though your Marvel DVDs are all £5, which isn't too bad. Again, they got Shazam and Mission Impossible Fallout there for £2 on DVD, which is pretty decent, and also a copy of Midsummer as well for £2. There's also some Only Fools and Horses and Star Wars sets as well. Onto the Blu-rays now, and nothing's really changed at all. The last new film they've had in this store is Mulan. They've got a big selection, but nothing really new. They've still got a £3 copy of Old Boy, Shazam and Kingsman, and all the Marvel films are still on offer for £7. Quick look at the TV DVD selection, and nothing really much has changed here. It's all the same old prices, and I just thought I'd show you some of the cheaper DVDs on offer. Nothing really much there. And we're home. Let's talk about what pickups we've had in the past week. First up is this week's big release, Resident Evil Village. Pre-ordered it, come the day before release, and it also come in this lenticular cover. I did do an unboxing for it, and I will put the link in the description down below. Great game, really enjoying it. On to the Blu-rays now, and this first lot come from eBay from DBS Entertainment, I think, and they're all 3 for 2. First up is Ant-Man in 3D. I don't have a 3D player, so I ditched the 3D disc and put the DVDs in instead. And then we've got Penny Dreadful Season 2 on Blu-ray, and Paddington 2. All these 3 together will cost me about £6, I think, so it's not too bad. Continuing on, I had a delivery from Rare Waves, which is a really underrated website for Blu-rays, really cheap and all. First up was Ninja Assassin, which also contains the Blu-ray and DVD. This only costs like something like £1.35, which is really cheap. And then I had Rampage, and that only costs about £2 something, and also comes with a slip, so that's not too bad. And easily the best bargain was this, £2.79, and this was the Doomsday Collection, which includes The Day After Tomorrow, The Day the Earth Stood Still, and the original and best Independence Day. Not a bad little collection. So all them 3 cost me about just under £5 with a discount code. And finally, from Poundland and One Below, we have Burke and Hare with Simon Pegg and Andy Serkis, and Texas Killing Fields with Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Sam Worthington and Chloe Grace Moretz for only £1. So that's all for this week. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you could like and subscribe, that would be totally awesome. And as always, till next time, whatever you do, have fun. Bye.